Hello and welcome to Cooking with Aubrie. For this recipe, I'm going to be making a dinner dish. This recipe can be found on foodnetwork.com, and the name of the dish is vegetable lentil soup. This recipe is an easy cooking level, but it does require quite a bit of preparation time. But give yourself about 45 minutes of prep time before you begin to cook. For this recipe, you will need 1 pound of lentils. You need about 5 or 6 small onions or 3 to 4 large onions, 2 leeks, enough garlic to make about a tablespoon of minced garlic. You'll need 4 or 5 medium carrots, about 8 stalks of celery, Parmesan cheese, however much you would like. You'll need 3 quarts of chicken stock, 1/4 cup tomato paste, 1/4 cup olive oil, 2 tablespoons red wine vinegar, salt, 1½ teaspoons black pepper, 1 teaspoon ground thyme, and 1 teaspoon ground cumin. For this recipe, I will be cooking my vegetable lentil soup inside of a Dutch oven. So the first thing you want to do is to fill your pot or Dutch oven with enough water to cover your 1 pound of lentils. Then you're going to place that pot of water on the stove and bring it to a boil. Once the water starts to boil, you're going to take your lentils and you're going to pour them into a large bowl. And then you're going to take your boiling water and you're going to pour it on top of the lentils. And you're going to let those lentils sit for about 15 minutes. In the meantime, you're going to start prepping your vegetables for the lentil soup.
Ready.
So you're going to dice your carrots and your celery first. But hold on. Here are the leeks. For this recipe, you only want to use the white parts of the leeks. Here are the chopped vegetables, the carrots, the celery, the onions, the leeks, and the garlic. After you have chopped your vegetables, it's time to drain the lentils. So what you're going to do next is you're going to take your olive oil in a 1/4 cup and you're going to pour it into your pot and let it warm up. Make sure the bottom of your pot is evenly coated. So what you're going to do next is you're going to take your onions, your leeks, and your garlic and you're going to place them in the warm olive oil. You're going to give everything a good mix and make sure that the onions, the leek, and the garlic are thoroughly coated with the oil. So next what you're going to do is you're going to put 1½ teaspoons of black pepper into the onion, leek, garlic mix. Next you're going to do 1 teaspoon of thyme. You're going to do 1 teaspoon of ground cumin. Now this recipe calls for a full tablespoon of salt. That seems like quite a bit of salt for me. So I'm not going to do a full tablespoon. I'm just going to add in an amount that I think is good for myself and my family. So you can do the same as well. So you're going to let your onion, garlic, and leek mixture saute for about 20 minutes or until it's translucent. After your onion, leek, and garlic mixture has cooked for about 20 minutes and is translucent, you're going to next add the carrots and the celery and let them cook for 10 minutes. Of course, give them a good stir. So next you're going to add your 3 quarts of chicken stock, your lentils, and your 1/4 cup of tomato paste. To transfer the lentil mixture into another pot because my Dutch oven wasn't big enough. Just make sure that your pot is big enough. I don't know what size pot this is, but
It needs to hold at least like 3 or 4 quarts because those are 1 quart each.
exactly. So I still have 1 more quart left. I'm going to go ahead and add it to the pot. And then you're going to turn the temperature back up to high and let it come to a boil. Once the soup starts to boil, you're going to turn the temperature down to low. And then you're going to cover it and let it cook covered for about an hour. So it has been an hour and the soup is done cooking. The last step that you need to do is add 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar to the soup itself. And then when the soup's done, you're going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese, as much as you like, to the soup. And that is the recipe for the vegetable lentil soup. It makes a serving of about 8, so enjoy.